Biker TV is brought to you by Parts Canada and Drag Specialties. We support the sport. Milestone Motorsports, Dimple Motor Oil Magnets. The Dealey Motorcycle Exhibition, Vancouver, BC. Welcome to Biker TV, by bikers, for bikers. This week on Biker TV, we're partying at Sturgis North, checking out some sweet customs. We're in London, Ontario for the London World of Motorcycles Expo. But first, clutch adjustments on Tech Tips with Wally.
Welcome to Biker TV, Tech Tips with Wally. This week we're going to have a look at how to adjust the clutch on both the big twin, little twin. Some important things to keep in mind as we do this, that the procedure is kind of the same on both of them. The specifications are different, the way they lock up are different. So make sure you know which particular model you're working on and you're using the specs for that exact model. So we're going to go through the adjustment with you. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to take this clip off the frame and pull up the rubber boot that protects our adjustment portion on the cable. You'll need a 9/16 and a 1/2 inch wrench, and we'll just break this lock nut loose. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this adjuster right into itself. So in other words, we're gonna shorten it as much as we can. We want as much free play as we can get up at the lever while we do our adjustment. So we'll just turn that right up all the way. You can see now we've got a ton of free play up at the lever here. That's exactly what you want. Next we'll come back on the big twin here. We'll come back, we'll take the derby cover off the primary, and underneath there we're gonna have another adjustment that we're gonna have to get in and make an adjustment on. When you take these off, you want to back them off on a cross pattern so we don't warp anything. We've got our cover off now. While you're inside here, if you're not changing your primary oil at this point, or even if you are changing it, your level you should be able to see your level down the bottom here, and it should be at the bottom of your diaphragm spring when it's filled up correctly. So if you're not changing it, just have a look and make sure it's where it should be. If you are changing it, you're going to be draining your oil out, and that's where you'd fill it up to. So this is the area we're going to be doing our adjustment in. We've got a lock nut here and we've got an adjuster. We're going to loosen off that lock nut. So now we're going to back it off a little bit. And then we're going to just bring this in till it just touches, making sure that's not our lock nut that's touching. Till it just barely touches. We don't want to go any further than that. And what I would do is use these flats here. So there's a 1/2 turn. And there's about 3/4 of a turn right there. And then we'll tighten that up. Now we're going to come in here. Now we're going to tighten up that lock nut just right now, just to snug it so it doesn't move. And then we'll come in with the torque wrench and we'll torque it up to where it should be torqued to. So we've got our 3/4 of a turn free play down here. We're going to come back up to our cable, and we're going to extend our cable back out. And what we're looking for now is we got free play down there. We want free play up at the hand lever. You know, just a little bit of information on why we actually need the free play. When you pull your clutch in, we're disengaging the engine from the transmission. We can change gears. When we let our clutch back out, we want those plates to lock together. So if we've got free play here and free play there, the springs are going to be able to push, the diaphragm spring we've got here is going to be able to push those plates together, and down the road we go. Once you think you're getting close, just pull it in a few times. And what we're looking for up on the hand lever is this area right in here. And we want about a 1/16 to an eighth of an inch free play up there. A little bit too much yet. Back it off a little bit more. That doesn't look too bad right there. Tighten our lock nut back down. Make sure you don't forget to tighten this. You don't want your clutch adjusting itself as it goes down the road. Pull our protective boot over it. If you find that the boot on the clutch cable is getting a little bit dry, what I would normally do is put a little bit of maybe silicone grease or silicone spray on it to soften it up. If you've got some little clips that were holding your cable in place, make sure you put them back where they were. Usually be a little frame on your mark where it was sitting so you can get it back exactly where it was. We'll put our cover back on with a new O-ring, torque it up, and we're good to go. That's how you adjust the clutch on a big twin. You know what? If you don't have the manual, you don't have the torque wrench, take it to your local dealer, maybe a better way to go.
After the break, more custom bikes, babes, and rock and roll at Sturgis North.
Join Bikertv at the Rockin' Wheel Ride, featuring the Sheepdogs, Daniel Wesley and Bob Noxious. The Rockin' Wheel Ride for spinal cord research.
We take people that want to get into the industry and we spend 15 weeks with them and we prepare them to work in an authorized Harley-Davidson dealership as a technician. Harley-Davidson training. The sky's the limit.
Special thanks to Universal Cycle. We don't just sell motorcycles, we sell motorcycling. Kane's Harley-Davidson, parts, sales, and service. Ride with Bikertv at the 3rd Annual Rolling Thunder Rally. Milestone Motorsports, Dimple Motor Oil Magnets. The CMDRA, adrenaline pumping action. Closed captioning by Hog Tunes, audio solutions for the Great American Cruiser.
It was great to be here at Sturgis North and see all the awesome custom bikes, meet the builders. What got you started into building?
I grew up working on my dad's airplanes and old Jaguars and whatnot, so it's sort of in my blood, right? Just getting my hands dirty. I was started out with BMX bikes to dirt bikes to, smaller, customizing things, English bikes, and sort of evolved into it. I went down to Phoenix, Arizona, went to a school down there. It's a Harley indoor school. So I really wanted to be well versed in all aspects before I got in it as a business.
It's a constantly evolving industry. Like anything else, there's trends. Like fashion is constantly changing, and so there's fashion in motorcycles too. So it goes from long choppers to little bobbers, and now one of the big current trends is the touring bikes that they're calling baggers. I think in Canadian they call them deckers. Yep. And we're modifying those and doing some big wheel kits on them and radical body conversions and stuff like that. It's become a big trend in the States, and it seems like it's catching on all over the world, really. So
I just kind of build whatever I kind of like. I don't really follow the trends. I guess I guess there's a few people like Roger and the people that are here that kind of set them. So we all have our own different styles.
I think the bikes that I build, if I had to analyze it, would be more the bike builder's bikes. And what I mean by that is the stuff that the true enthusiast or bike builder might know what it takes, whereas the casual onlooker, they're more attracted to the blingy extremes and excesses, which are fine, but that's easy. Trying to do something cool, new, and innovative that's subtle is a challenge, and that's sort of been my forte, if you will. And I think if I've had an edge in the industry and in the bike building world, it's been the fact that I typically don't challenge everyone else. I don't see everybody as competition.
Yeah.
And that maybe sound a bit arrogant. I don't mean it that way. What I mean is I challenge myself to try new things and do new things.
What brings you to Sturgis North?
I built this trike, and it's a different trike. It's 68 inches wide, and it swivels in the middle, sort of thing. So you ride it like a two-wheel bike,
Okay.
sort of thing, and it's got a reverse gear in it.
Tell me about this bike here.
This one's got a 124 S&S in it. It's a Harley Softail 1997. So
And how big are the tires?
the tires are 70 inches high, 44 inches wide.
Some big tires on there.
Yeah, it's a monster bike. We built it. My boss was racing monster trucks for 11 years all across North America, and his boss came to him and said, we need to get something different that no one else has. So along came the monster bike, and we drew up some plans, and then a guy down in Texas helped us put it together and shipped it up here, and here it is. So
Do you actually drive it?
yeah, it runs and drives and moves around, and don't do much with it, parades and charity functions, fundraisers, like stuff like this, but so it does about 25, 30 kilometers an hour, and it's the only one in the world that runs and drives on its own two wheels. There's some around, but they all got training wheels or some sort of stabilizing system.
Say, how's it going?
It's going very well, thank you.
So what brings you to Sturgis North?
We came down here to enter the competition that's behind us here, showcase our new bike that we just, didn't quite get finished, but we're hoping to get it finished fairly soon. And just came up for the party. Have a good time.
Who's we?
Freak Show Choppers. We're out of Mill Bay, BC. And we specialize in high-end customs, high-end custom baggers, basically start to finish, whatever you're looking for.
And so what did you enter here today?
We've got our old bike here, the Phantom, that we did in 2006, and then right behind me here is the brand new one, the Santa de Muerte, which is the Saint of the Dead. It's got a very evil theme going on to it.
How long is it?
It's about 11, a little over 11 feet. It's long enough, hard to ride.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun though.
So what possessed you to build it so long?
So I don't know, just be different, I guess.
Yeah.
Just try it out and see what happens. That's what it turned out as.
How long
Wasn't
did it take you to build it?
Well, I've been working on and off for a couple of years, but I actually went through a couple different stages where I didn't like it, so I had to rebuild it. So I built the frame and everything for it, so I changed it a couple times.
So is it a particular company or?
Lurch machine, unlimited choppers. So it's got an American suspension front end on it.
Okay.
Tank I made, like all the aluminum I made the gas cap, bars, pipes, fenders, pretty much everything that's accessories.
Yeah.
Machined all the parts. And then I have an etching lady, Heather from New Line in southern Alberta that does the etching.
Okay.
So she does all the etching for me. She does a great job. Fun riding it in Arizona, I can tell you that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we go down there every year and ride, so
Right on.
kind of cool.
You need to go with some of the locals. If you get a chance, hook up with the BC Lone Wolves and go do the shoe swap shoelace. It's all twisties. It's so much fun.
After the break, we're in my hometown at the London World of Motorcycles Expo.
Atlantic Canada's largest motorcycle rally, the Wharf Rat Rally, Digby, Nova Scotia.
If you're at all interested in any type of training regarding motorcycles, I don't think there's a better place in the world. We're Canada's #1 motorcycle trainers.
Dragon Jeans, what Bikertv rides in.
Task performance, so you want to go fast. Task performance, fantastic.
Join Bikertv at the Rockin' Wheel Ride, featuring the Sheepdogs, Daniel Wesley and Bob Noxious. The Rockin' Wheel Ride for spinal cord research.
Special thanks to Creative Chaos, not for the weak of heart. Hips Cycle, complete Harley-Davidson service. Doc's Leathers, for criminally insane prices. Milestone Motorsports, Dimple Motor Oil Magnets. Biketoberfest, Fenwick, Ontario, live to ride. Welcome back to Bikertv. I'm here in my hometown, London, Ontario, and there's no better place to beat the winter blues and gear up for the riding season than here at the World of Motorcycles Expo.
It's always good to see you guys. You're very well traveled too. My helmet is off to you and your sore arse.
Yeah.
You walk many miles.
We ride, have fun, help others is our mission. Our motto is strength and honor. Strength to get through every day and honor to do it the best way possible. For the last 10 years, and we're in our 10th anniversary right now, I've had the honor of riding 12 times across North America, 278 different charity events in the last 6 months that we've coordinated for this coming 10th anniversary year. We've got 80 cities across Canada where we have steady membership that are doing their best every day to pay respects to the sacrifices of the past, the present, and sadly the future to come. Our forces are in Mali right now on the ground supporting the French. They're in Afghanistan now until next year when they'll be phased back. And we've been a part of every single repatriation of the fallen from that conflict and every support energy across Canada to make sure that the families and the comrades of those who've fallen, and Canada knows that motorcyclists support every aspect of our nation, especially the military.
And there's so many Cav now, the strength in numbers that, you know, the Cav patch is walking around everywhere. It's really nice to see that there's so many of you guys doing your part. When you guys pull up to visit the veterans, it's so nice to see. It warms my heart that you do so much for those that served.
It's a weird path that we're all on, but when you can do it on a motorcycle and working with incredible people in this incredible country and meeting heroes like that at every stop, we're the luckiest people in the world. We're the luckiest ones in the whole planet.
I hear you there.
I am the new publisher editor of the Riders Mag.
Right on. Riders Mag's been around for a long time,
14 years.
Just
And
some changes now.
yeah, well, some changes. JR is still staying on, doing the fine job that he does with what he does, but he wants more time to spend with his family. He's got a younger family and wants to spend time with them. He figured I had nothing better to do with my time than do this, and I enjoy doing it, so it's the perfect fit for me.
Yeah, you seem like you love it.
Oh, geez, I adore it, you know.
You get to go to all the cool places.
I get to go to all the cool places. I get treated really well by a whole bunch of really nice people, and I'm totally in my element here.
Yeah, they roll out the red carpet for the Riders Mag. You guys have been around, so I mean, you guys are a major staple in biker literature for sure.
We are well received. We really are. I'm really happy with the response we get. Like you get it at the shows, you get it at Dover, you get it everywhere. It just, people say, love the mag, and I say, you know what, that's so nice. And you know, people, at one time I thought people just read, like my friends only read my stuff. But then I come out to London, I go to Windsor, and people know who I am, and they know who Petunia is, and who Godzilla is, and it's just amazing.
That's awesome.
It's been a great ride.
Our mission in keeping these folks with us is that they never be buried twice. It was tragic that they were taken from us the first time, but for them to be forgotten and left in a collection somewhere and never seen, we're going to try to get him over to France, where when they get him there, the world can see what Canada's contribution is for the people of Afghanistan. Dave, through dealings with Department of National Defense and the families, he gets the word right after the families do. And then he looks into those eyes of those beautiful people that have been taken from us, and he captures their spark and their spirit. And the families, I've had the honor of riding with Dave at the Portraits of Honor many, many times and seeing many, many of these Silver Cross families and the soldiers who fought and died at their side. There's an initial moment of, oh my God, it's real, it actually happened. And then the stories come out of that horrible day or the beautiful days before that, and that healing process is what allows a nation to go on. So Dave, another one of our Cav brothers, to be able to keep those 158 souls with us everywhere we go, it's a beautiful thing.
We were just talking about you, Dave. You're the artist behind this.
Yes, behind the Portraits of Honor.
That's wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
That's amazing. I wasn't aware.
I was here in 2011 when I was doing a tour across Canada. This is a copy of my painting. The original is 10 by 50. This is about 32 feet.
Right.
And traveled right across Canada, trying to get to all the hometowns to let the families know that their loved ones won't be forgotten.
Stick around. After the break, more sweet customs at the London World of Motorcycles Expo.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Join Bikertv at the Rockin' Wheel Ride, featuring the Sheepdogs, Daniel Wesley and Bob Noxious. The Rockin' Wheel Ride for spinal cord research.
Call RS 2000. Saving Ontario truckers time and money. Call RS 2000.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Special thanks to G. Bork. You can't afford not to come see us. Milestone Motorsports, Dimple Motor Oil Magnets. The Dutch Mason Blues Festival, featuring the Blues Brothers. CPN Design, custom engraving and powder coating. Shediac Motorcycle Rally, one great little rally.
Atlantic Canada's largest motorcycle rally, the Wharf Rat Rally, Digby, Nova Scotia.
How is your weekend going?
My weekend is going very well, even as we had a big snowstorm on Friday, but that didn't stop everyone from coming out on Saturday. It's always a nice area and always a good crowd here.
That's good. That's good. London bikers are where it's at.
That's right. You know, London has a history of bikers where they've been here for a long, long time, and it's always good to be in this town.
So tell me about Rocky's Harley Davidson and the history that you have with Rocky's.
Well, I'm not at Rockies anymore.
I know.
I'm just home on my own.
You're enjoying retirement, aren't you?
You're right.
Wonderful.
Yep.
So go back in the day then.
Well, I started off 1940.
1940?
1946.
Right.
And we started in having bike show.
It was a long time ago.
I still like to do it.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. What kind of bikes did you ride back in the day?
A Harley.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. What was your favorite?
Oh, back then, the old army job.
Yeah, I
To start
figured.
with, yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
Why do they call you Kodak?
Because I like to be in pictures.
Oh, Kodak likes to be in pictures. That's wonderful. How you liking the bike show?
Good, it's great.
This is your entry here?
Yes, it is.
Tell me about it.
It's a 2008 Dyna Wide Glide.
So how long have you been riding?
Oh, geez, about 19, 20 years.
Long time.
Yep.
And I noticed you have a bit of a hard time getting around. You got your cane and that, but you seem pretty comfortable on your bike. I seen you whizzing out of my laneway one day. You look pretty comfortable there.
Yeah, I'm more built like this now. With I've got Parkinson's. Was diagnosed 5 years ago with it, so.
That's too bad. But you're still going strong.
Oh yeah, still fighting the fight.
You look like you're more comfortable on your bike than you are standing.
I am.
Right?
I am. The
That's
muscles
awesome.
are pulling on me, but hopefully they'll come up with some sort of a cure.
I hear you guys are doing something for charity here this weekend.
Yes, Cleats for Kids in London. The ride goes out to Ponderosa campgrounds north of
Thamesford, yeah.
Thamesford, yeah. So we'll be doing that, and it'll be all for the kids. And
Is this the first time you've done that?
this is our first one for that, yeah.
Very nice.
Yep.
Good to see you hopping out. Really nice to see you on two wheels. Good for you.
Thanks.
I like this bike too. Maybe I can take it for a rip when there isn't so much snow on the ground.
Sure.
Do you let women ride your bike? Probably not usually.
If you got the leg length to sit in the...
I got high heel boots.
Well, if you can reach the pedals and stuff like that, I guess I gotta let you.
Yeah, I would. It's looking great. Congratulations.
Thanks for watching Biker TV, celebrating 10 years of the best of Canadian motorcycling. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and check us out at bikertv.ca.
We should have met years ago when we were younger. Live life from a storybook to fill virtue's hunger.